Tim Sanders here, author, Today We Are Rich. My entire life, as far back as I can remember, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale has been a huge influence to me. Primarily because my grandmother, who raised me, Billy, loved his work and particularly loved Guideposts. There were just a few publications she would get up and read every morning, besides the Bible, and one of them was Guidepost. And if you haven't seen a really old edition, this is a few years before I came along. This is like 1957. And it's very cool. See this, the first commandment in you. This was a fantastic publication that filled my mind every morning with good stuff. And then later on, I began to dive into her personal library, which included works by Dr. Peale, Positive Thinking and Confident Living, as well as works by others of the time, Dale Carnegie, Napoleon Hill, Claude Bristol, and the contemporary work in the 60s, Psycho-Cybernetics by famous plastic surgeon Maxwell Maltz. What are some of my oldest books in my collection? I'll say that a lot of my oldest books are often on loan to other authors like John Maxwell or Erwin McManus or Marcus Buckingham, but here's what I'd love to show you now. The oldest book I have in my collection, very precious to me, this is a first edition, 1881, The Secret of Success in Life. Nope, this is not the law of attraction. This is much bigger than the law of attraction. It's about the idea that you create the perspective that you desire. And that's what I always really loved about Dr. Peale's work. And when I think about the Dr. Peale book that's made the biggest impact on me, obviously, here's a signed edition of The Power of Positive Thinking. Fantastic book here. Really got a lot out of it because what he taught me in this book is that positive thinking is an outcome that we achieve, not through will or determination, but through very careful lifestyle design. And it starts the minute you get up and it ends the minute you go to bed. But the big work that really changed my life was a follow-up. I think this is a oh, hey, look, it's a Guidepost selection. This was your Guidepost first edition. I think it's like 1948 or something like that. A Guide to Confident Living. Now, what was neat about this book, and this is something that was very important to Billy, this was in her library, is the idea that what you create that makes you confident is positive feedback. It comes from other people. And he teaches in Guide to Confident Living several lifestyle principles, but one of them really changed my life. It's this: giving is a wonder drug, Dr. Peale wrote. Nothing can cure your ills more than giving to others. And from this book, Billy got her whole point of view about what it means to be rich. She learned that being rich is when you believe that there's enough to share. And in the moment of sharing, she says, you're worth something, you're rich. And that comes from this book, and it really means a lot to me.